Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think, I always do. Never thought I wouldn't jump, oh what a fool. But if I fall, I will get up again.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for stopping by my channel and hanging out with me for another video. So today's video is going to be what we got up to in our 8-day week-long lockdown here in Brisbane, Australia. If you didn't know or you didn't watch my last video, we went into a snap 3-day lockdown, which then got extended for another 5 days. So it was 8 days in total. Kids were home unexpectedly, having to go through the whole homeschooling thing. I am not a teacher. I didn't ever want to be a teacher. I don't know how teachers do it. They have all my respect and they deserve a pay rise. That's all I can say about that. So we were kind of just thrown in the deep end a little bit. The school wasn't ready for remote learning, so Monday was kind of just a make your own way through figuring out things for your kids to do that was somewhat school related. So we just kind of made a homeschool schedule. Kids got on mathletics, they did some reading eggs. Well, Riley did. Jake not so much because he's a bit too old for that now. But we just kind of, made up a few things to do. Riley caught the baking bug this lockdown and he was baking all of the packet mixes, everything that he could make. He just wanted to make it, which was good because it kept him occupied. Not so good because we all ate them.
We drove to New Jersey. Your eyes saying I'll be worried. You said it was nothing, but I know you get buried. The sorrow of us, the sorrow of us. How did we end up here? We used to laugh so hard. When did we stop loving, babe? When did it all go too far? We don't listen when we talk. We fight fire with fire. It's like we don't know how to talk without.
Hey, watch your thumb, watch your thumb.
Yeah, you hear when I mean, yeah, nothing else in between, yeah. Try to connect without making a scene, but we don't listen when we talk. We don't listen when we talk. I know you have.
So when the greens cinnamon scrolls were in the oven baking away, they were really delicious, by the way. I 100% recommend those. That's the second time we've made those. I just popped upstairs and gave my hair a quick root touch up, and then I just ended up just using the rest of the box dye just to color the ends, just to make it a little bit more uniform, because there is some pretty significant color difference between where my lightning has started and where my roots have regrown. So I just popped that in, did that, and then I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get ready for the day. I just feel better when I get ready for the day and, put a little bit of makeup on, gave my face a massage, gave my hair a big blow dry, and then I just kind of felt better for having gotten ready for the day. It's only a small thing, doesn't hurt anyone. I know people will say, why do you bother putting on makeup if you're just staying home in lockdown? Honestly, it doesn't hurt anyone, so it gives me something to do, and every time I walk past the mirror, I'm like, okay, I'm not looking like a total hot mess.
I'm looking for a brand new start. I know I got some trouble getting over you. I think that I've played my part. I need to get away somewhere far from you.
I also filmed a couple of YouTube videos coming up later on this week. One of them is a clean with me type of inspired type of content video. Not like a traditional clean with me, but something along the lines of clean with me. So make sure you are subscribed if you want to see that later on in the week. I also have been doing lots of Instagramming, because if you don't already follow me on Instagram, you might want to head on over there, because I'm doing a 21-day challenge this month. The one that the Secret Slob put out that I did last month, but I couldn't really film it because Freddie had his surgery and it was just a little bit difficult looking after him, not getting a lot of sleep on many nights. So I decided to film it this month, and I'm just making a reel every day on Instagram to share what my daily challenge is. So if you want to get some extra cleaning motivation, head on over to my Instagram and you can follow along there.
I admit it felt so tough, but baby, I guess this is how it's meant to be. I'm a buy plane ticket, run away to LA for a minute. There will be no limits. Ooh. I'm looking for a place where I can feel alive, where I can let you go and just be for a while. I got you on my mind, I ain't gonna die. No, I'm about. I hope I meet somebody who's better than you, that likes me for the things that I say and I do. Somebody who can help me make it through. Now I'm about. Plane ticket, plane ticket, plane ticket. A whole new start. I'm gonna get away from it all. A whole new start. I'm gonna get away from it all. I'ma buy a plane ticket, run away for a minute. There will be no limits. I'm looking for a place where I can feel alive.
Honestly, it is just the best thing when you walk into your bedroom and it is all nice and freshly cleaned. Like everything is clean. The bed's really neatly made. Everything is dusted. The floor's vacuumed. It literally makes you feel like a brand new person.
I've been dreaming all night, bringing me some inspiration. Never meant to love no one, but baby, I saw you for a second and I'm happy that you came my way. Don't wanna waste no time without you ever brightening up my days. Never meant to fall so hard. Oh, love of mine, I don't wanna die, knowing that you're not beside me. Love of mine, love me for a while. Love of mine.
So while I was filming this, my kids kept coming in and out, just giving me little updates on the whole situation of COVID, because they were kind of taking bets and really hoping that lockdown would be extended so that they didn't have to go back to school next week. You know that for some of the southern states that have been in lockdown for really significant long periods of time, I think Melbourne or Victoria is in their 6th lockdown over the last 18 months, and Sydney has been in I think 5 or 6 weeks now. So those guys have had it much worse than the northern states like Queensland where I live. We have had it so super easy. So my kids kind of still think it's a novelty when they get to have like time off school because of lockdown. So they were hoping and praying that lockdown would be extended, and they kept coming back to me and saying how many community transmission cases there were and how many people had gotten COVID and how many people got tested, because they were desperate to have another week of school. Now, another part of the lockdown must-do list of things is to go on about 1,000 walks. We literally went on 2 walks a day, sometimes 3. So Freddie was living his best life, getting all of the walks. And here's a little bit of Riley's lockdown bakery. Freddie had to get a little puppy dog treat that the vet wouldn't be mad at me about. But like I mentioned before, sometimes Freddie walks so far and so hard, he needs a little lift on the way home. You know what? We're just gonna do it. I've got the paint. I've got the bicarb.
Never meant to love.
I've got a paintbrush. I've got a peanut butter lid for mixing the paint and the bicarb, and I have a random assortment of things. I'm gonna try painting with that bicarb paint hack. And let's see how we go.
I was worried you blow my reputation, but I figured it's not on me. Yeah. The way you're making me shiver, your hands on my silver.
Too messy. It's too messy already. It's already too messy.
But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me
like them. Oh, nah, nah. But darling, on my mind, I'm feeling so fly up in the zone now. I'm like a golden crown, whirling high up in the sky. Oh, it's the way you make me feel so good.
So this is the progress of the project. About halfway through, I think I'm going to have to do another coat because it was kind of a bit of trial and error since I just winged it and didn't actually watch any like legitimate tutorial videos on how to do it. My advice would probably be to do a coat of paint, like regular paint first, maybe if there's something colored underneath. Like these ones were colored underneath, and that is like a layer of kind of more paint than the bicarb mix. That's how it's going, kind of like halfway there. And then this one is my Kmart pink rainbow vase, which it kind of looks okay in the camera, but you can still see like bits through. So I'm gonna have to definitely do another coat, but I won't finish that up in time for this video to be uploaded. So I might check in, like do a little follow-up in a video coming up this week. But the thing is that these ones were just like glass jars. That was just a glass jar, and that was just a plastic like peanut butter jar. And I wanted to do this one to make like some, like a plant pot to put, you know, fake hydrangeas in, or those sort of short and really bushy type plants. A lot of plants I can't have anymore because they're toxic to dogs, and hydrangeas is one of them. So the only way you can have them is to have fake hydrangeas, and I think that would look really cute, like because of the size of it, and then having like a big chunky little bouquet of flowers. But anyway, kind of not 100% sold on this DIY kind of business, but I think for a first attempt it wasn't too bad. But in all honesty, it's probably just as easy to go and find something and buy it and then spend I don't know, it took probably about half an hour or so to paint all these things. It took like 5 times as long to psych myself into doing it than it actually took to do it. But they're just sitting here drying for now, and I might pop them outside now that they're touch dry, but they're not super dry, so that if any bugs or insects or anything land on them, you know, they're not going to get stuck to the paint because it's not that wet anymore, but it's just not that super dry either. So I might pop those out in the sun for the afternoon. But that is the progress of the little DIY activity, which is kind of, I don't know, worked out better than I thought. So guys, that about wraps it up for this video. I hope you've enjoyed hanging out with me for a little bit of a week in lockdown. Not much you can do, so I wanted to share what you can do when you can't really typically do anything. Like I mentioned before, if you aren't already, just come over to Instagram and follow me there, where I am sharing 21 days of cleaning and organizing motivation, doing another 21-day challenge, and just recording and sharing a reel every day with all of my followers, getting lots of good feedback from that challenge. So it's lots of fun, and it's just a nice place to hang out and just see what we get up to more like every day, day-to-day life. I share lots of stories, lots of reels, lots of posts over on Instagram. So be sure to come over and join us over there. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe on your YouTube channel so you don't miss out on any more uploads. I know you would think that it's easy to film and do extra uploads during a lockdown when you're just confined to home, but actually it is like pretty hectic when you've got kids that you've got to wrangle and get their homeschool and everything organized. But this week, when they go back to their dads, got lots of content planned, so you don't want to miss any of the videos that are coming out for the rest of August for sure. Be sure you're subscribed with the notification bell turned on so you don't miss any uploads. And with all of that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend. I hope you're doing well if you are in lockdown, either here in Australia, I'm feeling for you, or wherever you are around the world. Have a fabulous day, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Bye everyone.
Never up, never down, never. Like a theme in a song, clever. Feeling high, feeling low at the same time. Feels so right, then I'm wrong, hoping I'll be fine. But I get up, I always do. I never think